Hi everyone, this is Lauren from the LKS address. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is a really special day for us today because we're finally revealing our finished kitchen, but before we get to that, we want to give you a little bit of backstory on our kitchen and our home. About a year ago, my husband Cam and I purchased this home with the intent to renovate the entire house. The kitchen was going to be our first big project since it's the literal center of the home. I'm an architect by day, so we lived in this house for a couple months, and then Cam and I designed this kitchen together. So it's really a labor of love, and we wanted it to function in a certain way for us, with also our design aesthetic in mind. So with that, let us show you our finished kitchen reveal. We're gonna start off our kitchen tour at our 8.5-foot kitchen island. We DIY'd this island from start to finish. We previously had a small 4-foot island on this backside of the kitchen, and what I'm standing in was the breakfast nook or even kitchen. And one of the first things we decided was that we did not really have a need for a breakfast nook and that the island looked a little dinky and we wanted to expand upon it. So this island literally grounds the center of our kitchen and really acts as a focal point. Functionally, half of the island is IKEA drawers and cabinets, and then the other half is just the countertop extension with some Duval inspired legs and bar stools for casual seating. And then we also installed 3 pendant lights in the ceiling to help reinforce the new island in the kitchen. As we move further into the kitchen, I just first want to touch on the fact that we did not do any major changes to the layout in the kitchen. We just made little tweaks that would help serve us better. So this area of the countertop and lower cabinets didn't really change much. The sink is still in the same spot. The dishwasher is still in the same spot. The only thing we really did here was extend the countertop out to the edge of our patio door. And previously there was soffits running through the perimeter of the entire kitchen with some shorter height cabinets. We actually opted to do no upper cabinets on this wall. It was very heavy and dark before, and we really wanted to create a balance of light and heavy in this kitchen. As we move through, you'll see some of our more heavy walls. So we decided to eliminate the cabinets for a couple reasons. Light, this lets in so much more light into this area of the kitchen. Secondly, we really wanted to show off our new quartz backsplash, which wraps around the perimeter. And third, we wanted to create more like of a statement wall, so we chose these candle sconces and this box trim to really dress this wall up. As we move to one of the walls that have a lot more cabinets, I first want to touch on what kind of cabinetry we use in the kitchen. We use IKEA boxes, and in our condo, we use the same thing. We use an IKEA kitchen, but this time we decided to go a little bit further and we use semi-handmade custom fronts. Ours are the DIY shaker fronts. They come unfinished. So we actually chose custom colors for our kitchen and painted them ourselves. We're using the Benjamin Moore Classic Gray at the perimeter, and at the island, we're using the Benjamin Moore Pashmina color. We love how it turned out. It was a lot of extra effort, but it really makes the kitchen look more customized to us. And now moving on to the range wall, one of my favorite walls in the kitchen. When we originally got this kitchen, I had big aspirations of having an oversized chef stove, but as you can see, we're pretty constrained by the amount of space we have here. And after studying what a larger stove would do to our storage on each side, we made the decision to go with just a standard 30-inch gas range, which led to another problem and solution that we created. Rather than going with a 30-inch hood, we decided to oversize the hood and we went with a 4-foot or 40-inch hood, which really creates a grand space, and it really makes me feel like I'm still in like a chef stove niche area. We wanted to make this kitchen not only just beautiful, but we really wanted it to function for both Cam and I. I love to cook and Cam loves to eat. So it's about both function and look. Our hood was finished with Portola paint Roman clay and a brass trim, which really gives it a nice finished look. And we just love cooking in this area. We previously mentioned that we have some lighter areas of our kitchen and some heavier, and it's all about balance. Behind me right now is our heaviest wall of the kitchen, which is our pantry and storage wall. We previously had a framed-in pantry to the right of the fridge, just like more of a traditional pantry with a traditional door. And just like we did in our condo, we opted to remove that and install IKEA cabinets. IKEA offers so many different storage solutions that we love the opportunity to customize our pantries in any way we want to. What that also allowed us to do in our kitchen was to shift the fridge over slightly to the right. It previously was partially behind the island, which created a pinch point, and you could potentially back into something when you were accessing the fridge. So we like having the open space in front of the fridge. It functions better for us. And then moving on to the rest of the wall. Behind me is what we call Cam's pantry. Cam loves to eat, so we've got a lot of food that we keep in the house, and I also love to cook. To lighten up this area a little bit, we decided to do cabinets sitting on the countertop to kind of break it up and add some more visual interest. And that way, when you walk in the kitchen, you're not really hit in the face with this gigantic cabinet per se, but we have all the storage of cabinet doors above and then cabinet drawers below. And so far it's been functioning great for us. We've still got some additional storage to customize in there, but we're really happy with our 4.5 foot floor to ceiling pantry. In general, I would say Cam and I have a pretty minimal design style, so we wanted to create some little moments in our kitchen and opportunities to add accessories and show off our personality a little bit more without cluttering the kitchen. So in the front of the island, we decided on open shelves to show off some of our antique finds and some things that are just important to us. And we also did this above the range. We installed the quartz shelf to just also include a couple accessories. And we really love these little moments. It really helps the kitchen to look lived in and have personality and not be stark. If you've watched any of our kitchen reno vlogs, you know that Cam has his pantry and I have my coffee bar. This is the coffee bar behind me. We use the same cabinetry here, but instead we opted to do the semi-handmade glass fronts because early on I knew that I wanted to hack the cabinets to install a walnut veneer inside to create a rich look. We used that same walnut veneer as the backsplash and finished it off with some walnut shelves. Believe it or not, this previously was a built-in desk, which is very typical of a 90s kitchen, but for Cam and I, it was an obvious choice to eliminate the desk and create this coffee bar since I am obsessed with coffee. This is definitely one of my favorite areas of the kitchen, and I love the warmth that it adds because I think it's really important to add different materials, different colors, different textures to all work in unison to create a really beautiful kitchen design. And with that, we're gonna wrap up the video here. As I previously mentioned, we have an 11 episode kitchen renovation series. If you have not yet checked that out, you can check that out to see all of the projects we DIY'd in this kitchen. We'll also be coming out with a separate video that details all of the products and sources for everything we use in this kitchen, including a final breakdown of the overall kitchen cost. In the meantime, if you have any questions about sources, we're gonna link a blog post in the description below, or please just leave a comment below and we're happy to answer any questions you may have. And with that, if you're not subscribed to our channel, we have so many projects coming up. This is just our first major project, so please hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, and we'll see you next time.